Great Scott. Great Scott. Great Scott.
Kuk askente ka ashala waitanak dujde. Oh, I'm sorry. I was doing my Kryptonian language. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a fabulous episode of Great Scott. I'm Scotty V, and topic sort of writes itself this week, doesn't it? So, the new title, or the new fall title, has been announced. It could be something that they're just throwing at us in order to keep us guessing, keep us excited. They've been saying for a while, it's not really a versus movie. These guys aren't going to fight. We're not really doing the Dark Knight Returns story from Frank Miller. We just read that quote because we knew that it would make you understand that Batman was going to be in the film and that we were going in that sort of a direction. But we're not really doing an adaptation, but we are going to do another Superman movie. I tried to go a little higher this week because his voice isn't as deep as mine. But it is, in fact, very phlegmy and sounding like he's been smoking. The new title is Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. Some people are saying that sounds really cliche and silly. Other people are asking why a V, and most are still saying, boy, I really wish they would have went with World's Finest, and I hope this isn't a versus movie. Seems to me that the V must stand for versus, although I'm not sure why they went with V. The title's a little unwieldy. It has a lot of words, but on the other hand, Captain America, the Winter Soldier. For my money, I've always wished that second and third installments of the franchise would go with a title, Spider-Man is Amazing, or you know, if the first Spider-Man was the Amazing Spider-Man, then maybe the second could be the Spectacular Spider-Man. You know, see what I did there? But instead, they go with the Amazing Spider-Man and the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Or Superman and Superman 2. Avengers seems to have it right. They're going with Avengers, Age of Ultron. Captain America, the Winter Soldier. Thor, the Dark World. I like a title as opposed to a number. A number just seems unimaginative and silly. So, to myself and everyone else who don't really like this new title, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, I guess it's better than Batman v Superman 2. Although, there wasn't a Batman v Superman 1, so I guess Batman v Superman 2 wouldn't make any sense. Man of Steel 2, Dawn of Justice! How about just Man of Steel, Dawn of Justice? Or what about Batman / Superman, Dawn of Justice? Or how about Superman and Batman, Dawn of Justice? Any of those would probably be more likable to the people who are saying that the title isn't that great. I don't really have that much of a problem with the title. I don't love the V, and a lot of movies are having longer titles these days, and a lot of them have subtitles after the title, like Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. So will it be a colon, or will it be just underneath, like the Winter Soldier, with a little line, or a star, or a Superman symbol? A lot of people are saying, oh, why is the Superman symbol so small, and why is there a big chunk taken out of it, technically? The Superman symbol is about the same size as it always is whenever it's a Batman-Superman comic book or story, and it's exactly in the same spot. So again, not particularly new or something we haven't seen before. That's the symbol they always use when they have a combined, hey, my voice is getting like Zack Snyder's by itself. I'm not actually doing it. I'll get a little higher here, and then we're going to talk about, we're going to do a new Superman movie. Although it's not a new Superman movie, is it? Well, we haven't seen it yet, so we can't really judge. But it sounds like what they're doing is a mostly Batman movie with Martha and Lois and Perry. So there's going to be Superman in there too. But I hope they have some time for Superman stuff, since this movie is actually built on the predication that we had a Man of Steel movie before this. Speculation is that the suits at WB, the suits were not particularly happy with the returns of Man of Steel. I've seen some write-ups that show it with a -1 profit rating, although I've also seen the numbers of what it cost to make and market, and then what it made, and there seems to be an almost $400 million profit. So I'm not exactly sure where some of these numbers come from. And when I see the good numbers, it seems to me that I would be happy if it were my movie. Anyway, I'm not really talking about plot or here because we don't know much about it, and I've already talked about I wish we had a proper Superman sequel, and we still may get that, so who knows? The title is really what happened this week, and it's kind of, like I said, a long, unwieldy title, and if V does stand for versus, I probably would have just gone with versus instead of V, but then they probably said, oh, it's too long, but one more word in that long title isn't going to make a difference. And if you go Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice, it's not so bad. So, I kind of think that the title is likely to change before the release date 2 years from now, but they're just kind of giving us something. Like a Christmas present. Thanks, everybody, for watching, and remember, the boy wonder is not allowed to drive the Batmobile. Not until he reaches 16. It's against the law. It's against the law. I am the law! I am justice! La 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 la.